Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. You've had a wonderful week and you're all excited for Game 34, which starts today, which is United versus Arsenal. I hope it will be a very entertaining start to the week and a very promising start to the week as well. So today I'm going to be talking about my Game 33 team review, my Game 34 transfer thoughts, and also the team reveal. And I hope that it will be a very good week. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, and if you're enjoying the content on the channel, make sure you leave a like as well. So this week I managed to score 93 points, although I took a few hits here and there to able to get those points. So I wanted to use my bench boost, so I needed to take a -8 so that I could have a strong bench to use the bench boost. And I think the bench boost was very successful because I managed to close in on the overall rank to some people, managed to hit top 100k, which is my main goal for this season, to be able to stay top 100k. And now I'm at 98k, and I hope that I can be able to sustain that. So in goal, we had Schmeichel with 5 points there, which was not bad, but it was not what I expected from him. They conceded in both games, which was very annoying for them to keep a clean sheet in at least one, and they couldn't manage that. And then Cancelo wanted to keep a clean sheet, but with Cancelo you always expect at least an assist or a goal. So for him just getting the clean sheet points is a bit disappointing as well. But you can't get annoyed with 6 points. Then Ben White scoring 2 points, getting 1 point from each game, which was really disappointing. But Arsenal, they considered a lot of goals, which was not expected, but it what happens. Then Justin, who I also brought in for this game week, only played one game and got the only 1 point, which was really disappointing. But with Leicester players, you always take a risk, and the risk they did not pay out this time round. Then we had Madison, who also played both games, but didn't start the first game. Started the second game, which is second game they were so poor, and so he only managed to score 3 points. Then he had Son there, who played the early kickoff and scored 3 points as well, which was really disappointing, since many people did not own him for this game week. Then we had Saka, who scored 20 points, who was my captain. Really good captaincy pick there, which paid off in the final minutes of the game against Chelsea after a very disappointing display against Southampton, which is not bad for getting 20 points, which I'll take it all day. Then you had Salah with 19 points, scoring a brace against United, and also coming out with an assist. I think now Salah is back on form after that United game, and hope they're able to perform well. Then you had Vegas, who scored in one of the games, which was really a good game. Managed to score 10 points, which I really take after his disappointing display in the previous weeks. Then Chris Wood, who did not score a goal in either of the games. I think Bruno Guimaraes, the one who stole the limelight from him, and I think 4 points was really disappointing. Then you have Broha, also scored 3 points, which is really disappointing as well. Then Ravka managed to keep a clean sheet in one of the games, hence scoring 8 points, which I was really happy with. And then Rodiger did not play because of a groin injury, and it looks like he's not going to be playing for the next 3 weeks or so. So 0 points from him. Then you had Gordon, who scored 3 points, managed to pick up a bonus point in one of the matches, which was a really good bonus point. Maybe it helped a lot. And then Trent coming out with a clean sheet against United, which was really good. I think they managed to remove the threat from the wing backs, but they could not manage to remove the threat from midfield, and I think that's why Trent only scored 6 points, which is also a very good score considering the opponent they are playing on that game. So in general, this team performed really well. I'll take a 93 points all day long, and I hope that the coming week will also be a very good week. Then I can go to my transfer thoughts, what I'm thinking of doing for this game week, and I think it's pretty obvious. I think I just might go from Rudiger all the way to Rhys James, since Rudiger might be out for a few weeks, and Rhys James now looks like the closest thing to a good Chelsea defender, especially now that they don't have to focus on European football. And I think with the FA Cup final coming after the end of the season, I think Chris James might be playing almost all the games because they don't have to rotate as much. I know he's not been performing well of late, but I think that was because of playing in the UEFA Champions League. So with now them being in the league focused fully, and now that number 3 might not be mathematically secured yet, I think Rhys James might be playing a lot of matches, and that's why I think I'll just be going to him. Then now we can go to my team selection, which also doesn't look like a very bad team. It's also a good team as well. And so in goal we have Dubravka, who played Norwich. I think that will be an easy fixture. Hope they can be able to keep some clean sheets, and if not a clean sheet, maybe some save points there. But Newcastle have been very good defensively, so I expect a clean sheet from Dubravka there. Then we have Cancelo against Watford. Watford are not the best defensively, so maybe Cancelo can be able to get some assists and maybe even score a goal here and there. Then we have Rhys James, who I'm going to be bringing in, as I mentioned earlier, who play West Ham and United at a double game week, so that he able to get a clean sheet in both games or come out with assists or goals like he used to before he's picked up his injury. And then we have Trent against Everton, the Merseyside derby where Liverpool always turn up and destroy Everton, and I know this time they will destroy them even worse than they have, because Everton have been really poor this season. And then we have Justin, who play Aston Villa, which is not a really easy fixture, but it's not an easy fixture. But I hope they can be able to keep a clean sheet also from that match. Maybe he might not start, so you might think maybe of just starting Broha, who play Brighton, maybe just starting Gordon, but they play Liverpool, so I might maybe start Broha in there, but he's not been on form of late, so I'll have to decide on that before the deadline. And then Salah, who I'm going to captain, as I mentioned, Merseyside derby, Liverpool always turn up, and I think Salah will turn up as well after a good display against United, and I know they'll be able to trash Everton as well. Then you have Saka against United, a very difficult fixture, but I think Arsenal, after beating Chelsea, they're now on form, and they'll turn up against United, and I think that they'll be able to beat us as well. Then you have Maddison against Aston Villa. Hope that he plays, and I hope that he'll be able to perform well. Then you have Son against Brentford. After that really disappointing display in the previous game week, I hope that they can be able to bounce back with beating Brentford this week. Then you have Chris Wood, who play Norwich. Norwich are not good defensively, so I hope that Chris Wood can be able to capitalize on that. Then you have Vegas against Wolves. Wolves have had a long rest because they didn't play last game week, so it will be very difficult for him to be able to perform. But you never know, he can be able to perform since they are fighting for their lives to stay in the Premier League. Then to the bench, you're going to have Schmeichel, Broha, Gordon, and White. And with this team, I think you'll be able to perform well, and I hope that it does well for this game week as we fight for securing top spots in our mini leagues and reaching our goals for this season. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the content, make sure you leave a like, and if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. And with that, I'd like to say bye bye and see you all guys later.